Good morning, November 2019. This is Would-Be Farmer speaking to you from sunny Crescent City, Florida. Even in November it's sunny. It's a nice day today. Anyway, we've been here at the Hamilton Hoke Garden of Even for 2 years and 3 months, and I thought that I would go over water systems. As we all know, water is infinitely important as a resource for those of us who garden, farm, plant, and live. So, I'm going to start out with this converted pressure tank. This was one of the many pieces of discarded whatever that was on our property when we moved here. They had trashed this place somewhat. And instead of throwing it into a landfill, I decided I would convert it to a laundry to landscape type of discharge system for my washing machine. So this, you follow the hose, and I dug a trench, and it takes the discarded laundry water all the way down to this area right here, which is a sunken rain garden. So it will filter the water. And now we have the train. All right, I'll take us over to the house and our rainwater system. Believe it or not, this was actually here when we got the place. Believe it or not, the couple who purchased this house years back wanted to turn it into a sustainable type of living environment. And they are from Australia, which is, most of us who have been studying permaculture know, is where permaculture, the concept of permaculture, was founded by Bill Mollison and David Holmgren. I think that's the name of the two gentlemen, if I recall. So anyway, as you can see, we collect rainwater. Use it a lot for my nursery. I can also hook up a hose there and run it down the hill. We're at a slight grade here, about 2 to 3%, and I can use it for watering that way as well. Okay. Clearly not my best video. I've been out of practice, but I'm going to soldier on through anyway because I think the information is important, and I'm glad people had put together videos for me when I started. Okay, similar rainwater irrigation system, but a little bit more redneck. This was chain I had found. This end of the rain gutter. This was given to me by a friend. 55-gallon food grade plastic container. And as you can see, I have garden hoses that are running down my hill, running down the grade here to 3 different areas. One feeds this little depression area, little sunken catchment, sunken rain garden, what have you. I tried to build a little pond there with sodium bentonite, and I couldn't get the math right. It slowed down the water considerably, but basically what I created, instead of having sandy, quickly drained soil, I had loamy, not quite as quickly drained soil. So that didn't work out so well. And I think it's pure math. The thickness of the sodium bentonite clay required is such that it would not mathematically achieve the result for a small pond, if that makes sense. I know it did in my head. All right, the other hose I have runs over here to one of my first projects that I completed here, which is this little frog pond. So I have one hose, the hose from that redneck irrigation system feeds here. I also have another hose, which you can see at the bottom there, the red one, right there, doink. That is fed from a spigot connected to our well pump. So I have two sources of water for this pond. Now I also have a solar panel here that feeds a pump for the pond as well. But let me tell you something about these $50 to $150 or whatever solar pumps that you can get for ponds. They're only going to last you a couple years at best. Mine lasted 3 months. The pump lasted 3 months. I complained to the company and they said, oh wow, we usually don't hear about this for 2 years. And so I said, do you mean you sell a small photovoltaic system, a solar system, and pump for a pond that is only going to last 2 years? He said, that's about how long they last. Ooh. So something to think about if you're considering doing a solar powered pond. Anyway, that is the water systems we have here, other than our pond pump. I'm sorry, other than our well pump. Yeah, I told you this wasn't my best video. So anyway, you can see these on these videos on Hamilton Hoke Garden of Even on Facebook. You can also see them on Would Be Farmer on YouTube. That's it for now. Good luck with your permaculture and organic farming and gardening adventures.